What's poppin', Tub Nation? Welcome back to Tub Takes. This is a video podcast where we go over what's been making waves in the VGC scene. Today, I am joined by my co-host Audie up top.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We got a big episode this week. We had two regionals to recap, and then we've got to preview the European International Championships, which might be the biggest tournament of all time. Do we know how? Well, we can get to that.
We'll get that. We'll get to it, but yeah, it's looking that way.
We've got an international champion to preview the international championships.
I don't see an international champion here. But
that's right. I'm just cameras off.
I'm just teasing, but yeah, we do have Gavin on the episode here. No Cam today, but how you doing, Gavin?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, glad to be back, and yeah, going to London, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll get to talking about it later, but London went well for you last time. I had to stop myself for a second to remember, was it in London last year? And then I was like, it's always in London. It's literally always in London.
Always in London.
So,
you can draw the Excel Center from memory.
Yeah, really. I could picture it. I could picture it too well. And so also, without further ado, of course, we have Michael joining us to represent the EU side of the EUIC regional. How you doing? Or EUIC regional? No.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I don't have a crazy special effects like Ari, but I will try my best to be special myself.
You got a green screen something in the background. There's that one picture that everybody does to say that they arrived at EUIC or whatever. It's the one meme picture. I don't know. It's probably such an old bit that most people don't know.
Lega's Castle.
Maybe
yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think the people used to just post that, and whenever they said they arrived at any city, and they just post the same picture of a castle or something like that.
Right. It was a recurring bit that honestly I don't even really know if I ever got in on, but that's fine. Anyways, this is a live one right now if you're watching this on Twitch. So if you have any questions for us or our guests, we'll be looking at the chat and responding to things there. If you would prefer to watch this on YouTube, then Audie's YouTube channel will have this tomorrow. !YT in the chat, CK49 over on YouTube. Check it out over there. And actually, our first subject today is probably the one that I'm genuinely most excited for. And it's such a small thing, but it's I don't know, so juicy. Is that they have announced the 5th Grand Challenge. Yeah, and that is actually the
one
hot
in May.
News. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're just announcing it way ahead. So Michael's kind of on the right track here because the 5th Grand Challenge was not supposed to be until May. Audie grabbed this screenshot for us, but you could go find this on the Pokemon website. And it basically mentions that we were supposed to be playing these grand challenges for September, October, November, and January, and then taking a break for the global challenges. I believe there would be 3 of them because there's a total of 8 in the season. So 5 grand challenges, 3 global challenges. For people that don't remember the difference, basically the global challenge is just the ones that allow all of the TPC regions to play for their Worlds invites. So Japan, most notably, play in the global challenges to fight their way for a Worlds invite. And this definitely looks like a change of plans. This definitely looks like it's something had to change.
Yeah, Champions probably just got delayed, is my guess. They probably planned for Champions global challenges in February, March, and April, is my guess. Right. But now that we will probably get Champions on Pokemon Day, we will have the global challenges probably March, April, and May then, right? Just swapped the February and May one, is my guess.
I don't know. My guess is that Pokemon Champions comes out right before Worlds.
And, it's possible.
Yeah, right, so I think there's 2 ways to interpret this. The first, the optimistic way, is that, like you said, Michael, I think Pokemon Champions, I'm hopeful about this one, is that it's going to come out on Pokemon Day, and Japan said, why are we going to try to do one global challenge on SV and then do the rest on Champions? Let's just do all 3 on Champions after it comes out. And so we have the 1st Grand Challenge, or the 5th Grand Challenge early, and it's no big deal, right? And that's the optimistic version where I think we hope it comes out on Pokemon Day, and it makes a lot of sense. The pessimistic version is if that same place where I got the screenshot is, I believe, also the place that says that we'll play Regulation H until a certain date, and then then whatever format is afterwards will be that format until Champions. Right. And so the pessimistic take is that because they got the dates wrong here, they didn't actually have the Champions release date when they announced that. And so Champions maybe got delayed. Because of that, maybe the dates got mixed up, and maybe this won't actually be the last Scarlet and Violet regulation. Maybe holding credence to what Gavin said. Right. And so that's the other way to interpret it, is that, hey, when they made this post, we didn't actually know anything. And we still don't know anything. And so I'm hopeful that this means it'll be out on Pokemon Day, but you can kind of take it either way.
I'm so ready for Regulation I 2.0. You
Yes,
can't imagine
yes.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, you did all right in that one, so maybe you'd be happy to go back. Happy enough.
Yeah, Kelly Ice, my right on my beloved. We don't talk about CSR Zama.
We don't talk about CSR Zama. No way, no how. Actually, Gavin would also probably be happy to go back to Reg I. We have some Reg I champions here in the call. Man.
Dude, I mean, I did think Reg I was sick, but no, screw that. It's the best restricted format we've ever had. Free.
Of course. Adi,
Right.
we probably talked about this before on the show, and so it might be repeating, but I'm kind of curious. Based on the early season information, what did we think was the original initial Champions release date? Like a lot of people talked about December because there was no tournaments then. Do you believe that one, or do you believe something else? I don't know. I'm just curious.
I think that they had said 2026 at some point, like reasonably early. And so I don't think it was ever going to be December. I think it could have been January, reasonably, but Pokemon Day just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense the entire way through. And this is the one thing that really throws me off, where it's like everything that they've done is pointed towards a Pokemon Day release. It's so consistent with everything that's happened, except for them putting the wrong dates on the GCs, which is like the thing that scares me a little bit.
Regarding the January, by the way, I mean, it's not the only time where a Pokemon game would come out in January, because we had Legends Arceus, which came out in January as well. And also, I looked that up, but the announcement for Arceus back then was also in April, similar to Champion. So I think January was very likely, but we still don't have any update.
No, the radio silence is always scary. But yeah, I know that we can't spend every minute of every episode talking about champions, so I'll try to bring us back on topic here. And let's talk about who's excited for some. I was gonna say February 12th, I guess the weekend after. Who's excited to play some best of one Regulation F? Oh yeah.
I actually am dead ass. I think it's they are fun. I had a lot of fun with the last GC. Also did well, to be fair. But I do think that especially in Regulation F, the GCs can be quite fun.
I feel like best of one is a muscle that I have stopped working on. The moment open team sheets came out, like my brain has given up like trying to extract implied information. And so it's like I think best of one is really unfair because I'm bad at it now.
Yeah, so true. It's so true. I forgot we've already done one.
Planning to play, Kevin, or do you just skip that one as well?
I mean, honestly, I've been skipping all of the GCs because genuinely I'm more likely to get an invite from banking a result than from championship points. So I'm like, no real reason to.
I guess.
Got you.
Which is like an insane statement to make, but it's really how I think.
I think it's a pretty insane statement to make. I agree. But I don't know. I think that it's not that hard to get, 11, 13 championship points from these GCs. It's a little harder to get the high end, but like I don't know. I think that if you play your games, it's usually you can get a decent number of points. That's the equivalent of like going to a bunch of challenges, right? And it does feel like the same few people are getting a lot of the top spots nowadays. And so I don't know. Maybe it won't be as important to get as many championship points. Maybe you can make up for it with just like locals, basically.
Dude, I know that I don't. I guess we could probably start moving on, but you said the same couple of people are taking all the spots. You're making me think about how Victory Road, they have that tournament coming up next summer, and apparently this the third win for
It-
Zine?
Yeah, this season alone. It's his fourth Victory Road win. His
Sure.
first was like last April. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like 4 in the span of 10 months, but it's 3 in this season alone. I'm telling you, Zine is insane.
Yeah, and with different teams too. Zine did it. I don't know. Was it consecutive VRs or?
Yeah, it was now back to back. Yes.
Yes. And the previous one was with the kind of like now becoming standard, like I mean, super standard team. Like probably, if you're going to EUIC, this is probably one of the teams that you're most worried about having a good matchup into. And this is I think the 6 that Zine used to win the previous Victory Road, and now Zine just went to the other pillar of the format, which is just Chen Pao Firewater Grass Balance stuff, and locked in that one and won. So like I mean, it sounds like the play for EUIC is to be Shohei Kimura, but that's probably a good bet, at least a good pick.
I tried that, but not going to work, unfortunately.
Yes, you've gotten close to that,
You know,
Michael.
you know what's funny, though? I actually just recently realized that, but the 6 that Zine now used and that also like Stacker used to win
Right.
Birmingham with, isn't like that the original 6 Japanese balance,
Think
like
so. I know it was a
from
POW team
back
for
in the
sure.
day?
The only thing I think
I
could be
think it
different is they
was.
might have ran Hearthflame instead of Lando. I'm not 100% certain though.
I'm pretty sure they had Lando back then as well. So
Sure.
it's just funny, like with the circle,
Nothing
it
changes.
all, yeah, it's just regulation F 1.0 over all over again.
Right.
I mean, I think like the problem, like the defining thing of Reg F is like there's a limit. I don't know, like there's a limited amount of Pokemon that have 570 plus stats,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I don't know, like there's only so many like ways that you can jumble them all together, and like I don't know, like it none of the like nothing is strong enough to warrant like going crazy utility mons in order to support, and that makes it so that it's hard to just use anything besides like the stat monsters.
Yeah. It's felt that way a lot for Scarlet and Violet, especially with the way that Terra plays a part into things where, why have a bulky water type when, or some other metric because there's plenty, but like, why have a fairy type on your team when you could just have Terra Fairy Raging Bolt be your dedicated fairy Pokemon? So like, normally, I don't know, Dragon energy from Regidrago would just kind of wipe the floor with a team like this if it couldn't change its type or something like that. You would probably have to have a fairy on a team in a format where Regidrago is strong, but you can just Terra. And so it definitely says it throws some aspects of the type chart out the window, even though this is still a very well-rounded team besides, the lack of fairy and dragon resists. But it makes up for that by, using things like Terra and otherwise just good tools like speed control and fake out, of course. Um, the other thing I wanted to point out about this top cut is that the subject of the meta lately has been the bear, and we're gonna jump into Santiago after this, where I'll just throw it up on screen, but that's a lot of bear. But however, Victory Road here, I know that there's been a lot of these lately, and there's people might be getting a little bit bored of Reg F, but it's the meta trends are kind of interesting because literally zero bear in the top cut here. Now I did just scroll down, an inch, and Fede Campo and David Soto here are in top 16 with strong bear teams. However, not a single one making the top cut is pretty funny, pretty interesting.
Do you think it's because people are now overly prepared for it? Because the teams haven't really changed that much, right? But,
I feel that.
I almost wonder if
yeah.
like they're not even so much over prepared for bear as it is for like that they have really solid lines into the common bear torn team, right?
Right.
Since like I mean we were talking about how like the six haven't really changed dramatically. There's no crazy anti-bear tech. I think it's just like people have gotten very clinical, I guess, for lack of a better term, at dealing with the common Ursaluna teams, and there's
Yes.
only
Yeah.
a few Ursaluna teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I mean, there are like three different ones, I guess, like the standard Torn version, then there's
Right.
like the version with Fluttermane, and then there's like Cress versions.
Yes, that sounds right.
Um,
And then also Sunny Bear, which
but
I like to call the one that
true
got
Sunny
second
Bear,
here.
right?
This is the other bear, and then of course there's also Marco's team, which is like a different Sunny Bear. So there's actually there's just so much bear and so many different ways. Word on the street lately, I have not put this one into test myself because I'm not a size spam player or a bear player. But the apparently the size spam team. Actually, I'll throw it over to you, Audie, because you play a bit of size spam. You know, maybe variants, but you know size spam well better than me. People are picking up size spam because it's a good matchup into bear. Does that track?
I think it depends. I think that it depends on the variant that you're playing against. You do
A little bit.
but yeah, I think you can usually set up. I am bringing Sidestep to EUIC, and I feel very confident in my bear matchup. But I do think it is team dependent. I do think you have to build your team in a certain way, and they can, depending on their variant, they might have a better matchup into you or a worse matchup into you. But yeah, like Michael said, I think if you're going to EUIC, you need to have a matchup into the common bear teams. Everyone does. And so if you can execute that, and if you're playing something you haven't seen before, it's going to be a lot harder. Now, all that being said, I don't think Bear really underperformed that much in this Victory Road tournament. Obviously, none in top cut is a little unfortunate, but there's conversion rates from day 1 to day 2 at the very bottom of the page, and it had about the same percentage rate, usage rate in day 1 and day 2. So it had a pretty average performance. It didn't really underperform that much, in my opinion. But that's in pretty stark contrast to some of the other tournaments that we're going to be covering.
Yeah, actually, I
It's
wanted to
that
know,
Pokemon
does
that
the number show up here for Ursaluna? I just remember hearing some insane numbers about this guy.
64% or something I heard, but like I still don't believe it.
Let me see here. I don't exactly know where
43.
it shows up in Santiago.
To be
Ursaluna.
honest with you, with the Santiago stuff, a part of me is like chicken or egg type of thing. Of like, I don't know, like if Juan Salerno is winning with Ursaluna, is that because Ursaluna is really good or because Juan Salerno's really good? Like, it seems like a lot of the good players like agreed that Ursaluna was strong and therefore Ursaluna did well.
That I agree. I think that I went to Merida, and a lot of these same Latam players had gone to Merida. There was a lot of bear in top cut of that tournament too. Max Morales, of course, won that regional with Ursaluna. You see him in top 4 here. Kenneth Gamboa, I believe, also got top 8 at Merida, now getting top 8 here with bear. Two of the those are just already those are 3 of the best players in Latam, and they're all using different variants of bear. And so, yeah, I think I agree. I think that did it overperform this tournament? Yes. Is it partially because Latam or the best players in Latam tend to like Ursaluna teams? I think that plays a big part in why it overperformed here.
Right.
The best players did really well, but yeah, I don't know. It might have also been it has been doing really well recently in general, so it also coincides with it being, I guess, pretty good into the metagame.
I want to bring it back
I
to Gavin's chicken or the egg thing because I didn't know what team Juan Salerno was running, but you know I smart moneyed Juan Salerno, so that yeah, I think he's just pretty good, huh? That's like, I mean, that guy's
And
pretty good at Pokemon.
and who do I pick?
Let me see. Let me see. Adi, Max, yeah,
Like
Adi for
Max,
the
he got
top
top
4.
4. And I
Yeah,
think Velva Max also caught top cut.
Yeah, I don't remember how well Sebas did, but yeah, I think Bobo.
Sebas did like 2-5 drop, which was super
No.
surprising. But sometimes you have tournaments like
We'll
this.
say that Nails picked a different Sebas because I'm sure that there's another Sebas at the tournament. It's a pretty common name.
Sebastian Bacon. Is he still around?
Yeah, right.
I
I
don't
know. I
know.
know.
But it's just funny because I still do not believe that the Ursa is the reason why those teams are performing well. I still like I don't want to meta manipulate here, but
Please do. Please
it's
do.
like it's instant Among Us P2 Urshifu Tornades Wava when the Ursaluna. Like I feel like it doesn't need to be Ursaluna. Ursaluna is cool against like Raging Bolt. But usually you can deal with Raging Bolt with Among Us instant P2 alone most of the time. So I still believe that Ursa is fake. And people should use something like Landorus instead on that slot. But people are just too lazy to change things that seem to work.
Well, I think what Ursaluna does is it makes so that your team is never weak to Among Us.
I guess. Put Goldango on it, and Goldango doesn't do the same thing. But I don't know. Ursaluna is fake.
Yeah, Landorus can sub, but that's not quite the same as switching in a already burnt bear that's completely immune to Spore.
But you have to be like, I feel like getting the Flame Orb activated and the position being right. Maybe I just suck with Ursaluna. I haven't played that many games, but
wait, didn't you win with bear in a different format?
It was like I played the same kind of archetype in Stuka where I finished top 4. But Ursaluna was a fraud. It was all instant P2 Among Us, Goldango with Life Orb and Kilowatt. The Ursa was bad back then. I still did well, but not because of Ursaluna. The Ursaluna was terrible.
I'm getting you mixed up. You had, I was thinking of your Reg I team, but that was Lando. You had a bulky Lando on that team. There was other people that were using Guts Bear. Right. I was thinking of Reg I stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Something else I want to mention is these guys. I think I'll come back to you in a second, Michael. But yes, the this is what Wolf won EUIC with. You know, definitely a couple of different sets, but a lot of the same ideas. And so, I mean, it is like, or I said EUIC. I meant Orlando, the last regional. In Regulation F. Wolf did win the EUIC, but actually with a different thing. We'll come to that later in the EUIC preview.
Right. And Nils won EUIC with a very similar team as well.
That's true. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
That is actually maybe the funniest part to me, Adi, is that like the meta is coming full circle so hard, but like when Nils did it, it was actually a lot more rogue. It was a lot more like out there. I mean, it wasn't like the most bizarre team we've ever seen, but nobody was really using Bear that often. And yeah, now Bear is, I mean, it's almost too favored to win that it's like it just couldn't possibly win EUIC again because it's everyone knows about it.
Yeah. It will make top 5 in the usage stats in day 1. Trust. You heard it here first.
Top 5 from Guts Bear? I like that take. I think that won't happen, but like it feels that way. It does feel that way. So let's go through some of the other ones here. We talked about this being another common variant to watch out. Actually, literally 4 different Bear variants that you all want to be watching out for. Max, I'm actually going to continue to call yours fake. I'm sorry, that's just like nobody's really using it. It's a strong team, I think, and I think you play it well. And you've kind of said this yourself, but it is a bit strange and it's a bit different. So I still think it's not one of the staple Ursaluna teams. However, I think
missing Among Us. Where's Among Us?
Among Us and Urshifu got gobbled up into Wellspring. They became one. They fused like Digimon or something, and then that let them get a golden go. So
I guess.
Oh yeah, people are talking about the Guts Bear. It's on a streak, right? Like it's won like several. No, I guess it's just Ursaluna, right? Because in LAIC it was Blood Moon, so that's a bit. Yeah. It did win with Fede, and it won with Nils. It's won a lot of tournaments, Ursaluna. It really has.
Still fake guy.
And then let's see other things about this one. So yeah, pretty much just a lot of Bear. Dozo, Paul running, honestly, just like a fine balanced team. Not a whole lot to say about it, but definitely it's his own for sure. Not a lot of people running stuff exactly like that.
No, this is a respectable balance. This one put on like a button up and a tie before coming to the regional.
Right. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything drastically unfair. Is the main thing about this team.
I still think Sublando is unfair. I'm very confident saying that.
Well, what about Sanseer? Sanseer is also kind of
Is-
unfair if you never miss.
Lando is just generally unfair.
It is.
What
It
should I tell
is. That's true.
I feel like if you lose to this
So-
team, you have to like give a firm handshake. Like what's your excuse?
I'm
Right.
Well, so this is also the team that Paul got top cut or top 16 at Merida with, and I looked it up. He only made one change, which is that he went from Citrus Incineroar to Safety Goggles Taunt Incineroar. Oh, you're right. He does have a whole. He has a whole Urshifu.
Right, it
What
was
did he have
Flutter,
over
right?
the Urshifu? The Flutter Mate. Okay, yeah,
Flutter,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I see that. I noticed the instant change because I imagine taunt safety goggles instant not very common right now, but very very good into exactly the P2 Shroom Bear team that is very common at this tournament. So I think he saw the field at Merida and made that change to improve his matchup there.
Right.
Thank God he's also running Flare Blitz, because people who run Taunt Knockoff make me mad, because that instant is a fraud in most matchups, or like not in most, but like in a lot of matchups, it just doesn't provide anything. So I feel like if you run Taunt, please run
Man.
Flare
I mean, I really wanted to look at Paul's schedule to see if it paid off, but I mean, I guess it can't carry an entire matchup. Still ended up losing to Juan Salerno. But who knows? We don't know the full story if it was a close 3 games or anything like that. We didn't go for Jan's team, or not Jan, Vovomax. Vovomax's team. This team is quite wild and kind of like shows the new version of what he ended up winning the GC with. I believe there are a number of changes on this. It was like Fighting Blast Crown, I think Life Orb GU, among other things. Probably one of the most, I guess, somewhat one of the most interesting things about this team is that the Indeedee just carries Protect instead of the classic Trick Room. So not even pretending that this team can ever go slow. It is just literally going to get every turn right, and if you do, your opponent's never gonna have a chance.
What do you do once Trick Room goes up? I guess you have tech.
That doesn't
on your
happen,
guys.
Michael. That doesn't happen.
Okay.
How would that happen?
That's why I like having, even if you have a fast-paced team, I like having Trick Room on a DD, so at least you can play the 50-50 and say, I'm going to call whether you click Trick Room or not, and we're going to decide the game on that. But yeah, I really feel like you play a hard Trick Room team, you're probably getting run over pretty quickly.
I don't think it ever happens. The Trick Room could not. It just can't. It just can't. Okay, you're being
You don't
silly.
even have that many spread moves. Like your only spread move attack is like Chiyu, unless you have like Crown and Didi. But then like your
never have
spread move
Crown
is like
and
Crown
next to each
Export.
other.
So, yeah, it's I don't know.
No,
I
I
guess
think,
sometimes you just sacrifice matchups.
What were you
I
saying,
know.
Gavin?
I mean, I think what they're doing realistically here, right, is they have 4 protects on their team and they have 2 focus ashes, right? Like if Trick Room goes up, you're doing a thing of double protecting, like following with Ogerpon. You kill Ogerpon, the other mon's alive, double protect, and then lose something, and then try to clean up with Chiyu or something like that. Like it's not that unreasonable to try to consolidate around like an end game sweep.
But
Yes,
like,
yes,
and
especially
in
with some
fact,
good
They
early
did.
damage.
They did beat a hard Trick Room in round 9.
No.
to the
Oh,
first
yep,
place.
there we go. There we go.
No. This is like I feel like it's not possible against
It's-
like solid hard Trick Room players.
What would you know about Hard Trick Room, Michael? You don't know anything.
I think I know something.
I was-
Sad that I won't bring it to EUIC. I really wanted to, but Dragon Energy Make It Rain makes me mad.
No, that's pretty real. That's pretty real. Actually, I wonder if this is the Psychic Seed one. Nah, Goggles. Hey, I mean that resists Dragon Energy Maker Ring, but the Psychic Seed Giraffe with Nasty Plot's kind of crazy, kind of fun. Okay, so yeah, that's probably it for the standout teams. I can't imagine that there's anything too wild out there. A lot of different variations. I mean, my words a little bit here. I see somebody else using Max's team to success. So,
Unless you
yeah,
want to talk about Dozo.
Dozo.
I don't know what there is to say. But I feel like Dozo has gone from 0 to like 3% usage or so. So it's like somewhat interesting, especially now that it seems like sort of evenly split between like Unaware and Oblivious.
Yeah, the Oblivious changes have been crazy, and I'm wondering when like they reach like a I don't know if critical mass is the right word here, but when there's enough dozo in the field that you have to like actually be teching for the mirror, so you can't run Oblivious anymore. Um,
You got
because
neutralizing gas, right? You don't have to worry that much about it.
I guess that
Oh,
does maybe that does play into it a little. Sure, I mean
what we're
honestly,
doing on Dozo teams? I'm getting angry again.
I don't
What's
like the
with
Bolt. I'd never liked the Bolt. Yeah, the actually we might have skipped over it in Victory Road. But I don't mind putting the Dozo players shit on blast. But high ladder, Dozo is becoming 222 again. As hilarious as that is, that's apparently what the Dozo group is cooking up for UIC. Though I don't think it looks like this. I think it might have a number of other changes. But I think 222 Dozo is making a big return. This one is unaware, actually.
Yay!
This one's
Sunny
unaware.
day, Fluttermane, yo.
Yeah, Sunny Day with Specs Chiyu, just doing a billion damage. Um, yeah, you got to be ready for Dozo again. Unfortunately, I mean, I think that like Marcus did it best though, doing it doing like Oblivious stuff at a tournament where balance was probably expected to be fought a lot, and it just like really struck gold at that tournament, almost winning the whole thing. I don't know if Dozo will be able to do it as well with it being a bit more on the forefront of people's minds. But I've been seeing a ton of it on ladder, a ton of it on like pretty high ladder as well. So you got to
Really?
be ready.
That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. I hate this fish. I hate this stupid fish. I can't wait until we go over to Champions and the what's the first Pokemon they show in the Champions trailer? Dondozo. Yes. Did Tatsugiri get a Mega?
Tattoo!
Yes. No.
I'm ready for the +4 Omni Boost because it's Commander Ultra.
Oh, dude, I think Michael. I don't know if you were on this one, but I think I was talking about how Pokeaim when it dropped, he was like, "Dude, I hope Tatsugiri can attack while in Dondozo." I was like, "Please, no, Joey, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about."
He really doesn't know. Does he know? Anyways,
Does he?
the last team I wanted to like also mention here that
Yeah.
finished once in top 16, twice in top 16, I think. I'm not sure, but the Marco Fierro Sun stuff, like
Right.
you briefly mentioned it, like the other Sun Bear. I still kind of like the ideas it has, especially like the Terraflying Farigua with Protect and Citrus Berry, and like special attack booster Fluttermane. But on the other hand, I still think teams like these are too volatile.
Hmm. Yeah.
You mean for EUIC or in general?
In general, it's fine. Like overall, so you have like tons of options, but I feel like for EUIC, um, like this team mainly did so well because of a surprise factor, especially
Mhm.
like in the last regulation, we had it a lot of times where a lot of tournaments were won with surprise factors. Marco as well with like this comma over Bombi stuff I do think that in this format right now, like you see it, like the same teams overperform over and over again, which is just an interesting thing I noticed that I feel like the meta is there, but it's really hard to break. And teams like this one had its moment, and they are not going to do that well in EOIC.
I
Yeah,
definitely
I think an
appreciate the
exact.
good hot take. Sorry, Gavin, go ahead.
Yeah, I think an exact copy. Like this is on too many people's matchup sheets, where they've like had their friend like spam a million games into them. I think something
Yeah.
incredibly similar to this could do very well though.
Are you teasing something?
Right. Dude, I have a team that's similar to this that I tried to get Adi to play it. Adi did not end up sticking with it, I think. But that one was fun. I still like that team quite a bit. Anyways, the last thing I want to say about it is that I think I already said this last week, but I am starting to stray away from agreeing with Michael, where I originally called this team pretty bad looking on paper, and that Marco was carrying the team that just did not seem impressive. And now I think it's actually proving to be a bit stronger than simply just that. And I think that the more people play it, the more they learn how to play it well. And it's got some good bones to it, I guess I'll say. I think it's like got some pretty solid game plans.
I feel like you play a
Not
lot of
just
mind games with
yes.
this,
Go ahead.
but I don't know. I just wanted to say you play a lot of mind games
Right.
with this, where you can lose really quickly. I guess you can also win really quickly, but
Yeah, I think I will 100% agree with what Gavin was saying, though, that this is another team that people are very much getting ready for, though. So it's not any big secret anymore. 100%. And with that, I don't know if there's any other major storylines from Santiago besides, haha, bear. Look at how crazy the bear went.
You wanna do a piece of trivia? I know you want to kind of say this to the end, but
wait, was it this one or the other one?
Oh no! You can do that too. I was saying, we never named the game that you were playing at the end of
No, right, but hit me with the trivia. Hit me with the trivia.
that one.
We can do trivia. All right, you can't be on the trivia page.
Yes,
on the
you're
UC
right.
stats
Okay.
page while this is going on.
Right.
Okay. What is the Pokemon? What is the Pokemon with the highest conversion rate to day 2 from day 1? That has over 5% usage.
In Santiago.
In
Santiago. Yeah.
So I wonder if I have a problem because I'm looking at the top 16, right? But surely, based on the 3 Cresselia I see, it's the 3 Cresselia, right?
Well, guess what, Gavin? You're looking at the wrong tournament. I have the Sydney page open.
It's what I get for cheating. It's what I get for cheating.
Right.
Mm.
I'll try to put something less distracting on. I don't know. How about the bear from the earlier? Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, and I'll give you a clue. The answer is not Ursaluna.
Damn,
I wouldn't be asking you this question if the answer was Ursaluna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, might it be maybe Wells? No, not Wells.
You said
Tornadus.
best day two conversion rate for over 5%, Adi?
Over 5% usage, yeah.
Did Michael already get
Tornadus
it?
is not it. No,
Okay,
Tornadus had a. Hold up, I might be tripping. What am I sorting by? Yeah, phase 2 conversion rate. Okay, yeah, no, it's not it.
Okay. It has to be over 5% usage. All right, I think I'm gonna throw my one guess is Chiyu.
Chiyu is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 17 people who brought Chiyu to the tournament, to the regional. 6 of them made day 2, so a 35% conversion rate to day 2 is the highest conversion rate.
Nice.
There was only one Chiyu and Cut, right? Max Ben was.
There were 2 Chiyu and Cut. There was the Max and there was the Dozo. Yep. And I think a lot of the Chiyus that made day 2 were on Dozo teams.
Chiyu making a big comeback. Honestly, the beginning of Regaf's return, it was kind of eating shit. I feel like a lot. It was just not on strong teams. But yeah, I guess before we move on from Santiago, I did forget to pull this one up beforehand, but I think it's just quite amusing, quite funny. We had this back with wait, was it a triple? No, that's just probably the sheet breaking, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think it was Daniel Reyes. Was that the original time?
Yeah.
And so like Daniel Reyes played against Daniel Reyes, and they were at the same record, and it basically just broke the tournament data collection because like internally, I think the system has their player IDs, so it's easy to sort them out. But for data collection websites, I think it just pulls names, and so it just got completely lost after Pablo Torres played against Pablo Torres. It's so funny. You can't imagine them playing each other. It's so goofy. Yeah, that's just always good bit. Anyways, let's move on to talking about Sydney. So Sydney was won by Drew Bliss with honestly the stupidest shit that you might not have ever seen unless you're playing the ladder in my hours, because I have fought Drew so many times on the ladder. Drew, your team is so annoying. It's always like, yeah. I don't know. I guess I just ladder at the same hours as Drew. Clearmom.com is Drew's main, and that's just the account that he was laddering on. And I was like, as soon as I saw the Zoroark on stream, I was just pissed off. I was just like, not this guy. No beef actually.
You didn't see the Zoroark on stream.
That's true.
It was never Zoroark. It was
Um,
just what was it again? Shifu red clicked Shadow Boy, right?
mhm,
I
mhm.
only saw the screenshot. Um, but yeah, what do we think? Do we think that's real?
I think
Um,
we're all thinking in our head, man, Australia.
Australia. Grrr, Australia.
Dude, honestly, a lot of the teams are a lot of these players were ones that I was just like, yep, fight him every night. Jude, I fought Jude on every single one of his different accounts, and so it's just like it's just so funny to me to see like these are my ladder opponents, all of them. Um, but Drew's team, I actually think it seems decently strong. I don't think it's like something that will have much of a meta presence, but I'm looking at this and I think it just like it has a lot of the most like annoying buttons or most annoying tricks and combos to cover for like um Icy Wind looks very tempting into a Tailwind team like this until that King Gambit's actually a King Gambit, not a Zoroark in disguise. If you want to lead your Assault Vest Incineroar to take hits from Regidrago and Zoroark, but also that's actually a King Gambit that you intimidated. Um,
I
yeah,
think the
it's
funniest part of
good.
this team
Yeah.
is not having Terra Ghost on Reggie Drago, begging you to fake it out because sometimes it's a Zoroark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, if it
Like
was Terra Ghost, that would not work that well.
if it was
But
Terra Ghost, right? Like you would know, like, okay, I shouldn't fake out this slot, but he wants you to.
yeah,
And
but
I don't know
no,
what the
that
fuck
makes
Terra
sense.
skill does besides break your brain, but like, I mean, that's pretty worth.
I
There's
mean
stuff.
it with its variant eyes, so it kind of breaks the flip. It kind of flips the matchup chart, and also, um, I do think it's funny that there's a Terrastellar Blast Zoroark on this because Regidrago is like the Pokemon most known for baiting Terras, right? Who
Yeah.
needs our Steel type is Kingambit, but who needs like Iron Crown or Goldango if you can just run Terrastellar Terra Blast to
Right.
punish Terra Fairies?
And it's so good on Zoroark too because Zoroark is not a Pokemon that wants to give up its typing often, because it usually preys on the fact that it's immune to some annoying attacks like Fake Out and pretty much just the normal moves actually in this format. Not a whole lot of ghost type attacks will probably come its way, but yeah, still really cool that it can do the Stellar Terra Blast stuff. And I think one thing that I really like on teams like this with Whimsicott is helping hand when you have like actual physical attackers, because I think a lot of teams you see go for like fake tiers, and there's a lot of ways that like fake tiers can be turned off, whether it's psychic terrain or follow me or anything, or just you have your Rillaboom on the field and you want it to do more damage. Like helping hand on Whimsicott is probably one of the strongest moves that it has over like Tornadus, besides just Encore, I guess. And so, um, yeah, I like it.
Fun fact, Max was asking if this is the first Terrastellar Blast to win a regional, and I do think it is. I mean, we rarely see Terrastellar
It's
generally.
so rare that I have to
Um,
believe it. I have to.
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Unless you count no one would run on like Terapagos or some shit, right?
You don't
I mean, they
structure
never run Terra Blast, to be fair,
Yeah,
so
no, I
yeah.
was dumb. Yeah, no, this is definitely the first.
Right. Um. So yeah, definitely a cool team winning in the finals over just your typical balance type build. The um yeah, I honestly there's nothing crazy like
It's Torn Knock!
it is taunt knockoff. It is taunt knockoff. See, I'm sure that like all of the balance aficionados out there are writing down in their notepad like, oh, they chose to run Swords Dance with Sash and Taunt. Oh, okay, wait a minute. But that means that, and I'm like, oh my god, please stop. I understand that there's more to it than meets the eye, but it's also just so easy to your eyes to just gloss over looking at the teams like this.
Right.
I do
Um,
wonder, do you think that that sword stance fire pawn is like real in terms of like it'll have like lasting presence, or is it more so just like a one tournament, like no one had ever like played against it really, so it was able to like get a lot of people, but now that people know how to play against it, it's worse.
I still think it's good. I still like it quite a bit.
It's okay. I do think stomping is better though. It depends on the
Hmm.
team in the end, but I really do like stomping.
Something that I find is that I don't think these teams need double setup. I really liked the Life Orb Bolt version that people are running
Oh yeah.
with teams like this, and so I like the Swords Dance still on the Ogre Pawn without Calm Mind Bolt, but that's also because I just hate Calm Mind Bolt. It bores me to tears. I would turn my Switch off and put it to sleep before I before the game ended because I'd just be so bored. Um,
Right.
let's see. Sunny Bear again. So honestly, Sunny Bear having quite a few performances this weekend. So maybe it's the sleeper variation of Ursaluna teams because I feel like most people are focused on the rain ones, and this one's like different enough.
I don't know. I think like without an Amoonguss, it's hard to be the sleeper version.
Oh, okay,
Right.
You're
I
right.
I
None of these
agree.
guys.
Also, this team loses to Surging Strikes. And no, Sunny Day Tornadoes is not supposed to be your only check against Surging Strikes.
Terra Dragon. We got Terra Dragon.
Okay, you
That's
got
fine.
me. GG.
GG. The Crest one coming back as well over here in Sydney. It's basically just the one that Aaron Brock was running, right? Otherwise,
I
yeah.
think I think the Flutter main split is really interesting. Of like, it feels like I don't know, like speed booster, special attack booster, and specs are all like coming in at decent usage nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Which like I don't know. Now when you see Flutter, it's like I think like in your head you have to think of it as 3 different Pokemon. Which
Actually,
I don't know.
4 as well, with the
What's
special attack booster specs and the speed booster specs. Like,
true?
I think both of them are also like, if you see Sunny Day Tornadoes, it's not necessarily special attack booster, so you kind of have to play against both, which kind of stinks.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's one of the best ways to be deceptive in open team sheet. Still, is just to have a booster energy that isn't very clear which one it's going to be.
Right.
Fluttermane
This
has 252 EVs in every stat simultaneously.
it really does though.
Really.
I think it's funny that Suiko was playing, I think, the Kilowattrel Ursaluna team in the last regulation has just found the new upgrade, and I think that a lot of Kilo Bear players probably would just find their way over to this one. Also on the Life Orb version of Urshifu. So I'm expecting that to be popular. Did
How
we talk about the
bulky is
GC?
Life
We
Orb
did.
Gifu usually? Because it's still Terra Steel. Like,
Right.
I wonder what the spread they is that they won. Like, are they strong? Like, they are probably strong if they have Life Orb as well, but how fast are they? Are they going, like, still bulky, or are they just going max? That's
Mm-hmm. I
very
feel like they
interesting.
probably lean on the faster end because of like the fun stuff you can do with Tailwind and Surging Strikes, but and then it also does like yeah, you could genuinely. I know that something like a number of people are going to be using Jolly Ursh in EUIC this weekend on like the Sash ones or anything else just to like try to get that extra edge against anything like a Landorus that doesn't expect it. There's like it's probably one of the like funnier ways to trick your opponent, as silly as it is to say. Like nobody runs Jolly Ursh, so like it's just like people have kind of like gotten comfortable assuming Urshifu is 149 speed, and then when it hits in that faster range, it can break some game plans. Did we
Yeah.
have who was the best?
There's some annoying Pokemon, right? Like there's a lot of Ogre in that range. There's a lot of Landoruses, right, that are modest, and so yeah, I think that it does kind of make sense to run Life Orb and get the damage range that you want. And I think there were a couple of Life Orb Urshi that might have been jolly at this tournament.
Dude, it also I was about to say it outspeeds Arcanine Hisui, but I don't know what I'm talking about. That's a Pokemon that doesn't exist. I'm speaking about mythical Pokemon. So I was
It's
like looking
dead. It's
like on every team in Toronto and then went extinct.
it literally did.
it's insane. It's just gone. It exploded. I don't know.
Michael, it's
I
actually
think
very much genuinely. Sorry, give me a sec, Audie. It's very much genuinely the same arc. I feel like the team you were using in the first Reg F run went on. You know, like the Entei stuff. Like that
yeah,
team has
right.
the exact same structure, right? Like it's like 5 of the same 6 Pokemon, with Arcanine instead of the Entei, and it felt like that team like was on a lot of people's radar when you were doing well with it, and then like fell off like a cliff at the end of Regulation F
No,
1.0.
no, I agree with that. I for sure agree with that.
It's like the
Same
same
with
Wait, is
exact
there a
path.
triple Reggie team on my screen?
Oh, we
Which
did
top
forget to talk
card?
about the triple Reggie.
Wait,
Audie,
no,
though,
this is fake.
did you have something to mention as
Sorry,
well?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say there is a Harkonine in Top Cut. Like I do think the team is still viable, and it's
Oh, you're
I
right,
think
there
it's
it is.
regressed to where it's supposed to be, which is like there's gonna be like one in every Top Cut. It's like a 8% usage team, something like that. It's not an A tier team, but it's probably a B tier team that you have to prep for, and that's like fine. And I think that it does have active player base. I think there are regions where people like it a lot more. Like I think it was probably overrepresented in Toronto regionals, because a lot of the players in that area like the team.
Like a fighting game.
He
What'd you say
what?
again?
You're talking about it like a fighting game character, where it's like, shit, they don't have any like Dalsims in Europe or something like that.
I mean, listen, if you're going to UIC and you're not over indexing for like boring Raging Bolt balance, what are you doing? Like, what are you not paying attention?
Yes.
If I don't face those, I will be mad because I have an auto win into these, and I will play the worst.
You will play zero. You will play zero. That's the
Yeah.
fun of it. That's the beauty of it.
I played zero in Toronto, so running it back.
We will. Well, Jude, I forgot. Yeah, let's jump down to the Reggie one because I forgot that we got to talk about the Reggie team. Jude ran the same thing
Triple
that Jude always
Reggie.
does.
Yeah.
I think, man, I want to steal a Sanvi quote here, but I can't remember it that well. But it's like, it's crazy how Jude has like 10 accounts in the top of ladder and 0 meta impact or something like that. Because like nobody is running this team. Jude is the only one doing well with it. But and like he makes it look really impressive when he plays it. Because if you make one single mistake, it feels like this team can go very far. But maybe it's a bit too much of that in the player's hands as well. If you make a single mistake, the game just falls apart. Because it does not seem like this team has large scale meta impact whatsoever, despite it being around since the first run 100%. And I mean, he also like won one of the first grassroots, right? I think when we came back.
Yeah, he did.
And it just really has not stuck around for other people. So if you type /rank on your opponent and they're using these 6 and their GXE is over 80, you're fighting Jude, Gerard, Li Wei Kong. So you know it for a fact.
Right.
Anyways,
That's okay.
Reggies.
Reggie.
Woo! What are the
The number of
I haven't
calcs I've
this
seen
yet.
is like it just eats up like Life Orb Make It Rain from Golden Go. Like you can just hit it with Dragon.
It's red.
It's Assault Vest, dude. It's so good.
Wait, it's Protect Crest as well. Terraflying.
Yo, we got the Snowscape Tornadoes too.
Wait, it's Snowscape? No.
This guy's cooler than me.
But why no Blizzard? Where's my Blizzard? I like
Right.
drop Thunderbolt, like play triple ice.
This guy doesn't even know his Blizzard calcs against Reggie Drago.
If you asked me to tell you what the move is that sets up Snow with like a gun to my head, I would probably stutter and panic until I remembered it because like it's such a forgettable move. Yeah, it is.
It's
Chilly
Reception, right? That's what you're talking about.
Chilly Reception.
Chilly Reception, my favorite one. Man,
also,
what is this?
I think this is not like I know that Australia, not only do they do like slightly different things meta wise, but I do think there's also been a lot of like, I'm gonna just say memers in the region. Like I don't think this person was doing this 100% because they thought it was the best build possible. I think that they probably were self-imposing a little bit of a challenge to win with as many Reggies as possible. But I feel like there's been like a Reggie team in Australia before. I know back in the day there was also like a Magikarp guy who would just run like 5 Mons and a Magikarp.
2016 Nats.
Wait, I Magic Cup? No,
That's a
No,
different.
no.
That's
that's
a
a
different
real
person
person.
entirely.
Okay, I thought
No, you're good. You're good. But
that was
yeah,
before my time.
yes, this is so funny though. I mean, like all of these Reggies, I guess, are running the best set that they possibly could. Like that, Reggie Steele had a presence is what I'll say for the first RegF run. Right, there was like a team, and some people used it. It was not like meta, but it existed. Right. I think this time
I
around, I haven't fought
top
a single
cut
one.
an European regional back then. It was Liverpool, with just 4 months,
Yes.
for the record.
I,
Um, but yeah.
I think that the reason that you don't see that much Iron Defense stuff is that Terra Ghost really ruins its fun. Like you can't go all in on an Iron Defense mon winning when like half of the teams will have an instant that can just Terra Ghost into you. And it's like the difference of it being Terra Ghost and Terra Grass is enough to just like, oh, you can 4-0 sweep them to you do no damage and you just lose.
Don't
You
But
worry,
just lose on
Gavin, because it
timer.
has
I
heavy
love losing
slam,
on timer.
and you can't get into
Yeah, no,
Oh,
melee.
you 1v1 it. You get to +6. They're clicking knockoff into you because they don't have flare blitz, and
So
you heavy
true.
slam your way through
Well, they
it.
don't have taunt, they don't have willow, they don't have blitz.
Yeah,
What are we
true.
doing
It's
now?
helping hand. It's helping hand.
On
Um,
helping hand knockoff. Help me.
yeah, yeah. No, this is so funny. I mean, the Regice definitely the star of the show. Goofy. I really want to like know exactly what matchups they expected it to pop off in, and like which ones it did, because
how much
it's
do you think
definitely
Make It Rain
really good against
does?
special attackers. What'd you say, Gavin?
How much do you think Make It Rain does against it?
Yeah, that's
It
the thing. Is
depends
I
on the
think it's
item of the gold angle. I would say 35.
35 without anything. It really might. It's 200 special defense, right?
Yeah. I
uh,
I did my Red Dice calcs because my brother wanted to play Red Dice in the GC, and I had to, like it was last GC, and I had to figure out the Red Dice spread, and I was like, bro, it's over. Like he was using Infinite Red Dice, and I told him with Snowscape Tornadoes as well, funnily enough, and I told him, nah, bro, let it go.
no. Let it go. That one is yeah, otherwise though, I mean that is just such a funny team. I forgot about this one from the first Ragaf run. I think when it appeared, it might have been showed up on stream at some point or something, but I saw the Komono Tinglu and I was like, I forgot that this actually did kind of exist
The
in the
Spanish players
Mhm.
brought with to Dortmund and Liverpool as well. Like it was pretty good back then. I don't know why it isn't that good anymore. I
It
guess
has
your
an
Iron Defense.
Incineroar, it has an Amoonguss, it has a Porygon too. That's all the Pokemon.
That's all you
You
need.
even got
Right.
rid of the
And it has
Bearable.
Tingu over Ursaluna. Let's go. The better ground type.
I agree. I agree. Picking up Okos with Fish. Oh, it doesn't have Fissure.
Nah, fake.
Boring.
I think the problem is that the Amoonguss is not running Sludge Bomb. I mean, it makes sense to run Pollen Puff on something like this, but Sludge Bomb.
Well, that one did sneak by me. I don't know. The problem is that yeah. Also, you can't drop. You can drop protect. I know not some people do that one. I think that's what Jude runs. But I don't like it. I
Comfy
like.
also ran that. Like no protect.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Over here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little less illegal than I like to think, but I like to click protect. I feel like it's one of the most dangerous things about Amoonguss is when you make it when you set it up in the perfect position
Mhm.
and your opponent's just like, I have to kill that guy now, and you're like, next turn. Wait your turn.
Yeah, I feel
Without
like
Protect,
redirection. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Kevin.
without Protect, Amoonguss isn't Amoonguss. It's just a guy that looks like him. Like
Mhm.
Right.
that. Like you're not using Amoonguss. You're just trying to like use a grass poison type with redirection. You know, you've lost the soul of it.
I feel like redirection Pokemon should always run protect. Because otherwise you just double them up and they cry.
Yeah, you double it every
Speaking of
time. Yeah.
cry, I have one to cry when I see this. Like, where's the Snubble? Why is this a Gramble and not a Snubble?
True, there was that Snubble team. I forgot about that one. That was based. Um, yeah, this is
Double fairy.
I gotta say, honestly, of all the things going on this team, the biggest crime might genuinely be the Screamtail without Protect, we were just talking about how the follow me Pokemon need
I
protect.
did not see it. It's Perish Stone without protect. Whoa, this team has 3 protect. It has Perish Stone, but only 3 protects.
No, you don't see so when you perish song next to Goldengo, it doesn't get perished, and so there's
Of
synergy on the
course.
team. You
Of course.
gotta play for the synergy.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, I think that they were probably also running Granbull for the sake of it, because I mean, there's no niche that it really fills. But if you guys could struggle to help me think of one, what is this guy doing better than something? What's it
Name me a
beating?
fairy type with Intimidate.
I mean, I can't do that. I can't. Fairy Terra Incineroar. I will
Terra
Terra my
Fairy
Insort.
Incineroar.
I will Terra my Incin every game before I run Granbull. I feel like.
Okay. Does Incin get Super Fang? Thought about that?
That's
I
true.
mean, it gets play rough. It gets Terra Fairy play rough, right?
Does it?
Okay,
I don't
correct me
think
if
it
I'm
gets
wrong.
fair.
Isn't Granbull slow?
It's 45, I think. 40 or 45.
So
Oh.
it's super finging after all of the Pokemon move on the
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, it's for a Trick Room matchup.
Of course.
Obvious.
Somebody said it's for Darker Shifu. That's what somebody mentioned in the chat, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
But like Rocky Helmet Incineroar is better than Granbull into Shifu because of Fake Out and because of breaking the sash, I feel like.
it's immune to Scale Shot Dragonite. That's true. It doesn't have to Terra in front of Reggie Drago. That's so true.
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard in Australia people needing to bring certain Pokemon to tournaments because they lost a bet. You know, like I remember Sam Pendelis had to bring Mesprit to a tournament because of a lost bet, like way back when.
I remember the Mesprit incident.
Yeah, that's
I think
actually somewhat recently. Right?
it might just be that.
Well,
But
you mentioned
everybody does it.
You mentioned Sam
Right.
Pendelis. I'm gonna name and shame. Sam Pendelis did lose to the Grand Ball. The Grand
No
Ball started
way!
6-0. It
Wait, what was
started
it?
6-0. It beat Dimitri, who got top
Right.
8 this regional. Beat Sam Pendelis and then crashed and burned
What?
6-0 to
That's
7-5, 7-4.
insane.
I didn't even look at the record when I clicked this thing. Wait, it beat. Oh man, they beat Dimitri and Sam. Oh my god. No way. They're
That's-
actually goated.
That's wild. I guess no, I don't guess. It's over for the Granbull. I wanted to give you another niche, and then I realized that there's none.
There is none.
It has good attack. I think 130 attack. Surely it's not that bad.
I don't think it's that high, honestly. Probably, I'm gonna give it 120 tops, but I think it is a strong guy.
It's a
I
Gen 2
will-
Pokemon. It's got to be like 110.
Probably
It's
right.
It's 120.
Okay.
That guy's
Yeah, Suika. That's true. Playing Suika at 6-0, and Suika has to play Granbull. He's like, "How did we get here?" Oh, that's so good. All right. I don't know if there's any other major elements to talk about from this one. I think
I got more trivia.
yeah. If you give me, yeah, I've got
Oh,
another one.
trivia.
Hit me with it.
All right, all right.
trivia.
This time I'm gonna do lowest and highest. So what is the Pokemon with above 5% usage that has the lowest conversion rate to day 2?
So that's like a common Pokemon that did really bad, basically.
A
I
common
haven't
Pokemon
seen
that did really
any
badly.
single strike, I think. And there was one in Top Cards. So single
Mm,
strike is my guess.
And I'll give you one clue, which is that Dozo did not actually have a single placement in day 2, but also it did not reach the 5% threshold because Australians are based.
yes.
That's
yes.
insane. How many of those were there? Like 3?
There were
Because
13 Dozos in the tournament.
Wait, how
which
many
is
players?
4.7%. 278.
Okay. Oh wait, that's more than I.
Is
So then I
it
got
okay? This might be a stupid guess.
Yeah.
Articuno?
No, but
Fuck.
good guess.
Okay.
So is it Ninetales then?
It is 19. That's actually a really good guess, but yeah, there was one Ninetales in day 2, and a whole bunch of people decided to bring Ninetales teams.
Dang, tough.
Ninetales ain't be good, and it won't be. in the UAC.
I feel like Snow is the team where it's like a semi-casual player picks up VGC. Like, what's the most fun team in this format that I can pick up? And they pick up Snow, and that's just like everyone's starting point in this format, basically. So I'm not surprised to see it. If it has that high usage, generally have a lower win rate.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was trying out Snow last week on stream. I was just getting blasted. Every match, I was fighting against a different weather team, and it just felt so hard to keep my weather under control. Like, they just set Rain Dance against me. They switch in Torkoal. I'm just like, this sucks, man. I don't want to do this anymore. All right.
So
Highest?
Ninetales notably tied with Chiyu, funnily enough, which Chiyu was very top of Santiago and at the very bottom of Sydney.
That's
All right,
funny.
yeah. What is the highest conversion rate into day 2 among Pokemon that had at least 5% usage? So no Zoroark, no Granbull.
I forgot the entire top cut again.
All right. With 0 being cringe and 10 being based, what can you give us a score on there?
Hold on, I'm gonna throw my guess up real quick. Is it Drago?
Yeah. It is not Regidrago.
Okay.
And as far as how based it is, it is not Cresselia, although Cresselia is relatively high up there. 3 out of 13 crests that made day 2 that played in the tournament made day 2.
Oh.
And I'd say the Pokemon is like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10.
So kind
right in the
not
middle,
cringe, but
nothing.
not especially based. Yeah.
Rock Pond?
Not Rock Pond.
Good guess, though. I like that guess.
I was just trying to base that off of the 6 out of 10 like base.
Now, I would give Rock Pond a 7 out of 10.
Give us your one
guess.
It is
a relatively common Pokemon.
Okay, Half Flame.
Not Hearthflame.
All right, what is it, Adi? Tell us.
It is Iron Crown. Iron Crown had 6 day 2s and 16 people who brought it to the tournament for
wait,
37%.
That's not that many. Like I would have expected more.
It's not that many, but not a lot of people brought. I guess it's a decent number of people.
Like the biggest crime is giving Crown a 6. Sorry, Adi, but like giving Crown a 6 is the biggest crime today.
You gotta remember who you're talking to. I am an Iron Crown player. I like to be a little biased. I was doing my best. The second highest win rate Pokemon will not surprise anyone. Or second highest phase 2 conversion rate Pokemon will not surprise anyone. It is Ursaluna. 35% of people who brought it. 42 people brought it to the tournament. 15 of them made it to day 2, which is a pretty crazy rate.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Ursaluna, then Porygon 2, and then Indeedee female to go with the Iron Crown.
Somebody said surely Granbull was 5% usage. So true.
I'm not familiar with this player, Kynan Campbell, but is that like Bizarro Universe Keen Campbell?
I'm kind of with you there, Gavin. I keep seeing it, and I'm like, Kian was at this, but no, Kian was not at this. I'm with
He was
100%.
trying to get some last minute practice for EYC. How do you not know?
Right, on an alt, a very sneaky alt.
The IRL alt.
IRL alt. All right, let's I think we're a little bit ahead of the game here, but that's all right. I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to previewing EUIC. And talking about that one. So you guys are all going to this, except me. I'm not going to this one. And so somebody here can tell me that number again, but I don't think you need to look it up because I think we all know it's like around 1,400, right? Total registries.
1,600.
No,
1,600 juniors and seniors.
What the hell?
1672 right now.
1672. Oh,
that's a bit, like a few, I would say.
Alex, why? I can actually answer that really quick and easy. This part of it right here that says London. I don't even dislike London. I've just been there 4 times, and it was like the first 2 or 3 times was because it was like, let's go to a different country. Let's see the parts of London I didn't see last time. I've kind of just been to London too many times that like the novelty has worn off. It was cool. I think I will be ready to go to London next time when it's on Champions. But to play Regulation F, no, I'm sorry. I'm out.
Right. Some of my reasoning for New Orleans as well. So
Mhm.
New Orleans.
No, I get it. I get honestly, New Orleans is a lot more impressive than where we used to have it. Michael, I could get really
Oh,
tired
okay.
of Indy and Columbus fast. So
Yeah, we went from like min culture to max culture like real fast. It's kind of
That's
cool.
funny.
Mhm.
yeah. But that said, the same city a number of
But
times over does get old. Adi, go ahead.
yeah, so we had 16. What was it? 1672 registered, including juniors and seniors. Last year we had 1257 masters show up, which is the biggest tournament of all time, and there's a decent chance we break that record this time around. Given how many people have signed up. So yeah, wouldn't be shocked if this was the biggest
I
tournament
mean,
of all time. We'll see if Wolf shows up again.
right. I know Wolf's got to keep that streak going. The usual no-show rate is about 10%, right? Is that like roughly what we ballpark it at?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like
For
16. You said
IC?
1670. Jeez. So
Yeah.
1670 minus 167
1510.
1500, and then like let's say I don't know, maybe 100 younger
No,
division
more.
players.
There were
Last
there were
year-
a,
Yeah.
there were
go ahead,
144
Adi.
last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we could say 200. That would still just barely break, and that's like making the kids number a lot bigger. So very high chance that we and also I think I actually don't know if the refund policy plays a larger factor to making sure that all the slots are more filled this year, regardless. Like if the no show rate will be better for any reason in particular, but. I mean, maybe the $100 is a reason to motivate people to go. Is like you paid that much money, you better get there.
I mean, refund policy, to be fair, but
Exactly. Yeah, I guess you're right. I
Europe's
guess you're right.
crazy because like from anywhere in the continent, it's cheaper to fly there than to play there.
Is it already confirmed that Wolf is going?
yeah, apparently he has submitted a team sheet
I see
because
that
you
in the
can
chat
already
here.
check on
Pokedata, right?
Pokedata.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
already
Hold on,
check
bro.
his team sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can
like
already see his team. Yeah, want to go
257
ahead here?
players.
Let's pull up Wolf's team on stream, Gavin. Ready? No, that's not how it
Okay,
works.
is it
but-
Flamingo again?
Yes.
Who?
Okay. So yeah, it looks like
Flamingo, I
Wolf
was
is
like,
already
who's-
confirmed going.
257 people are on top of their shit. I am never on top. I would never submit my team on Tuesday. That's insane.
That's literally like most people want to high roll.
Wait, Chongjin's playing?
Apparently,
Mhm.
Chongjin was. Where did we most recently see Chongjin? Was it
Auckland?
Auckland?
Was he at
Auckland.
Auckland.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
Auckland.
Chongjin was Auckland.
Chongjin is actually Mr. Worldwide right now. Like, because
Yeah, he
Chongjin was
played,
also in Africa, right?
South Africa, yeah, last season. Finished top 4, I think. That was wild.
Which 3 Japanese players are already in there? I'll have a quick look.
Yuta and Naoto and
Okay, okay.
Hiro
And
Kimura.
Hiro Kimura, who I think made day 2 of this Fast Victory Road Tour.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not Hirofumi Kimura before people think that. It's another person.
Right.
I've heard that a lot. But Hiro also day 2'd
you said day
EOIC
2 Yes,
before.
just day 2.
Like Hiro Kimura is pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah. Oh, just using hard TR. Beautiful. Honestly. I think Hero knows what they're bringing to the tournament. I think I know their team sheet's already submitted, dude.
You can already prep for 0.1% of the field and you're slacking. Sorry, like 0.07% of the field and you're like slacking.
Yes,
Well, that's
exactly.
the thing is, honestly, you could probably prep for like 80% of the field right now. Like, it's not that hard. The meta,
80 is quite a lot. I you mean with metagame. I thought like pinpointing what a certain player is bringing. I would say you can do that with like 5% probably.
Probably, honestly, more than 5%. If it's just archetypal, you could probably do it more than 5%.
Ooh, bear with me here. Stupid question. Is there any Australians? I don't know if I see a flag for it.
Not yet, but they will come.
No.
Yes, they will
Trust
come.
me.
Because we were talking about, Adi was like, nobody wants to do the Sydney to EUIC back-to-back weekend. I'm like, there's somebody. There's got to be somebody. I want to see him.
Wait, what's
Andy
that
just said there's a few
flag?
going.
What's that flag in the bottom left next to Austria?
This
that
one?
one. To the right of that one. To the right of that one.
No, Jerusalem? No, that's not a Vietnam.
Vatican?
No, Vatican.
No, U.S.
Vatican.
Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay,
No.
that makes more sense.
Okay.
I've seen this at I've seen this one in NA events.
Is Suika going?
Suika is probably going,
I would
right?
believe it. I would believe it. Definitely a strong enough player to be doing so. But yeah, I guess honestly, this is probably as good of a smart money list as anything. You should be picking from this pool of players more than anybody else because these players
They are
know
prepared.
what they're running. So they're ready. Anybody that's not on this list, don't even bother thinking about him. They don't have a chance. So
I agree.
Real.
I honestly agree.
oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So
Bennett when Brits is
exciting
also funny,
stream stuff. I'm really excited about Paul here because Paul was just doing the grassroots stream for Sydney, right? So just cool to see some love for their grassroots stream over there. That's cool. Also Cedric, of course.
Paul
Yeah,
is a
just
cool guy.
it's awesome that we are getting more games. This is exciting news for me, mostly of the people here on the call, because you guys won't be watching the stream at all. But I have more
will be
Pokemon to watch here at
playing.
home. Yes.
I think that's sick. But I also think the selection of casters is also really good, really good. So yeah, I just wonder. I mean, we had it in LAIC as well, right? Something like that. And it worked decently fine. So I think that's exciting.
Mm-hmm. People are talking about the data on early locks versus late locks. Yeah, I don't really know how much this factors in. Man, there's also just so much stuff lost to time. I'm just like Gavin thinking about like when we had like day 1, day 2 for Worlds, which obviously was a bit of a flawed system. I didn't love that, but it was crazy how people were like talking about saving the sauce for day 2, you know, versus like, oh, I'm gonna use the best team I have in day 1 because I want to make sure I make it to day 2. And yeah, there was all kinds of crazy stuff back then.
And when they would literally post the standout teams from day 1, so that everyone got to see your team sheet when it was closed team sheet.
Right. Oh God. We're never going back to closed sheets. Man, you're just making me realize we're never going back to closed sheets.
And I
don't know.
Trust.
Anyways, oh man, that's actually like it's not really like an important subject for today's episode. But Adi, did you see my tweet I put out with like it was supposed to be an obvious bit in the middle, but it was like, what's on everyone's champions wish list? And it was like, I want replays, I want to be able to dress up my character, and I want to be able to lock my battle box, and also I want Urshifu, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Regibolt, Fluttermane, and Tornadus in the game. And it was like, so many people didn't realize that the third one was bait, which I get it. I messed up because that tweet was a good discussion tweet it had a funny bit buried in a good discussion tweet.
Right.
Because people were having a fun time talking about stuff, and they were like yelling at me. They were like, "You are actually the reason VGC is bad, because you want all of these Pokemon in the game on launch."
Real. Yeah.
Michael's in agreement.
You are bad for VGC.
I agree. Oh man. But a lot of people in the replies did talk about how they wanted to have like integrated team sheet stuff into the game, which honestly, if we are going to continue to play with team sheets, I would definitely prefer to see that. Like the most common suggestion is like being able to hit the plus button to see the rental code screen pop up. Mm-hmm. That would, I mean, they already have a very good way to display open team sheets. That would be fire. That would look awesome. I honestly, I hope it would be simple. So,
I don't think it's happening. I hate to break
you're
it to you. I don't think it's
on that one. I believe you.
Yeah.
Wait. Which part's not happening? That they're not going to have the
bring
integrated team sheet
with us and hook it up.
They're not going to have integrated team sheets.
Like print their team sheets for yourself.
Sorry, Gavin. Can you start again? We were talking.
Printing for yourself.
You're going to need to bring a printer to attach it to your phone, so you need to print your own team sheet.
Oh, okay. That would be tough on a mobile screen, I think. I guess. Fuck the mobile players just damn, Mags, tell them.
You can get but only if you can get it faxed to you. without a fax machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
TPCI doing things to make the game easier for the player. Come on, I don't want us to all be doomers here. Like, let's hope we get some cool features. Okay, let's get to previewing. So yeah, side stream, very exciting. I'm glad that there's gonna be more games for us to watch at home for most of us, but for the people that are attending, obviously it doesn't mean a whole lot to you. But
Wait, it's where. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but the page said that there's a feature station 2 in Spanish with like other casters. Are they also featuring new since it says feature station 2, it kind of implicates that there are even more games to watch.
you might be right. You might be right. Was it on this page or the other one? Oh, I see it here.
Yeah, the Victory Road one.
Yeah, I think there's like a slim chance that they could be casting the same games in Spanish, you know?
I guess.
But people are saying in the chat that maybe they think it's different games.
It does imply different games.
That would be...
Apparently that's what they did at LAIC. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'll have to brush up on my Spanish. All right.
Go.
So, anyways, I was talking about this before we got started, I think, but we're getting to the point where this is just too much boomer shit. 2017 internets, like that's actually just genuinely forever ago. But this is where I have my list starting, and so these are some of the names.
I don't know any of these players on the list.
Michael,
that can't be true. That can't be true.
One of the funny ones we used to say back in the day, Michael, was that the player in third here was Gavin's Italian doppelganger because
Michel Gavelli.
Gavin Michaels, Michel Gavelli, like just.
That's a good one. Circuitry. Okay, Michel Gavelli wins UAC this year.
I agree. I 100% agree. Well, no, Circuitry was actually just good. Didn't Circuitry get second?
Second at Worlds.
Yeah, second at Worlds. So. It was just a fine Pokemon.
It's the only circuitry in top 16. What should I say?
Well, this was the first tournament. This was 2 weeks after the game's release. So they really did not have the metagame was for example, notably you'll see there is not a single Tapu Fini because people did not realize Tapu Fini was a good Pokemon yet.
It literally took like Enosh to like make people realize Tapu Fini existed.
Yeah, people were like, this Pokemon is horrible, easily the worst Tapu, and then it turns out that it was actually Bulu by a long shot. Sorry, Bulu, I still like you. He was all right in that year, but honestly, if he ever came back, if Rillaboom's legal, he's gonna be flipping burgers or whatever. Unfortunate.
Now trust Bulu will get Grassy Glide, just like how Lele gets Expanding Force.
No. Rising Voltage Coco. What are you giving to Finny to match that?
I think low key you can actually give this Pokemon all those moves now, and it'll be just fine.
Lele is
the problematic one. What do you give Fini?
What do you give Fini?
Yeah,
it's
Misty
so tricky.
Explosion.
Right? No.
Yeah.
Fun fact about early 17: when this tournament happened, we thought that crits were still 1 out of 16 chance to happen.
Wait, really? True. Yeah, they did change it.
People would swear up and down that they were getting like unluckier on Showdown, and we thought like they were just complaining. And then it turns out that they were really correct the entire time.
No, we told them to shut up so much, Gavin. We were like, can you just be quiet? You are not getting unluckier on Showdown. That's just nonsense.
Yeah, no, we were being bullies, and they were correct.
And I have no regrets. No regrets. Bulu would be such a good Miraidon counter. That's actually fire. You're right. I think Rillaboom does fine, but
yeah, wait till you hear about the grass type that can also click U-turn when it's on the field.
They could give Bulu every aspect of Rillaboom's move pool, and I still think it might be a hard sell.
Play rough.
So we are giving it fake out, play rough, and a Grassy Glide and
U-turn. Yeah.
Follow
all of it.
Spore, throw that in.
Yeah, now we're talking. Sanvi here winning over Pokealex. Carson, I think Carson's not going. If anybody wanted to pick an American player, but Carson not going to be in attendance here. I bet Davide and Pato, Nils. We're going to be talking about him later. Edu probably.
Edu, yeah.
Let's see any other ones at a glance here. All right,
Dorian
let's see.
Quinones, maybe.
Oh, actually, I didn't know that. I just didn't know Eden was around for so long. Awesome. All right. Eric winning here. Victor definitely going to be going. Joe, definitely going. Let's see. Wolf again here. Marcus. Honestly, I can't say with 100% confidence if Marcus is playing or if
Marcus
he
is
could be
going
casting,
and playing. I
going and
can
playing.
say that with 100% confidence.
Well, I mean, it works out because we have a German in the call. That does help. So,
right. Seller's also there. Toma is there. Giuseppe. I think that's Giuseppe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
right.
Terran.
Yep. Hoj.
Right.
Trailer's going. Though he I honestly I'm sure we have a lot of actually maybe not. We probably do have a lot of our overlap, but I definitely want to plug his video. His video is very cool watch. You should go watch Aaron's YouTube video if you guys haven't. That was an awesome
I
one.
did that and it was great.
It was a really cool video.
Enjoyed.
And then I watched the Super Bowl with him the next day. So fun times.
Good one.
Anyways, Paul, when Paul won, this is finally over into the Scarlet and Violet era. Honestly, haven't heard a whole lot from Agati lately. So do we think Agati is going?
Didn't he say he likes to go to all the internets?
Yeah, he probably he always competes on the internet and performs well, but doesn't play like LATAM tournaments, which is funny. So I would expect to see him there.
Right. I'm with you
he
there.
said he did not travel out of country except for internets. He wouldn't leave the country for a regional, which is weird because Santiago I thought was so close. But yeah, he said he wasn't going there. But he got top 8 at the Latin American Internets, which was I think the last tournament he went to. He top cut Belo Horizonte regionals this year as well. Top 8 there. So he's been doing pretty good when he does play. Just hasn't been playing a ton. But I would be surprised if he was not going.
How far did he go at NAIC as well? Was it a top 8?
He got
top 8, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's 2 top 8s in a row, right?
I mean,
correct.
I mean that guy's pretty good at Pokemon, I guess.
And second in 22, right?
23 actually.
That's the one we're looking at.
And 22, right? No, 22 as well.
22 NA and 23.
Yeah. For
NAIC
to
international
to
runner-up.
James, right. I would get it now. Okay.
Decent player, I would say.
Decent, definitely. And actually, we were talking about NAIC, James Evans. I would bet James is going. Well, I think so.
I talked with him, and I think he's going. Yeah.
Got it. Career, yeah, probably a lot of the same names here. A lot of strong players. Right. Nick is not going. Nick,
yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, but like Luca Cervelli, Maddie Morgan, all of that.
I'm not seeing enough American names. Where are they? Well, there's actually a decent amount on this page.
And what happened with Alexander DeAndrea? Isn't that like
right? Yeah, Lexar, right?
He doesn't play anymore. He played for a year. He said, I did what I wanted to do, and then he kind of stopped, moved on in life.
Oh, I see.
Kind of crazy. And then here's the fun story, because honestly, like, this one is genuinely more comparable than any of the other. This is probably like the most comparable one we've had in a minute, because like same format, same tournament. We haven't seen that in a good minute, besides like, of course some regionals and stuff like that, but this is the biggest.
No, we had 2 LAICs in Reg H, right?
2 right. Oh, you're so right. My bad. So anyways, the second time is happening, but yeah, this is still very good for comparison's sake. And it is it's just kind of like funny that this is where we find ourselves in the meta. Or Ursaluna. Actually, yeah, is it the only one on screen without me scrolling, right? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking, and yeah. You have to go all the way down here to 21st for a bit of a different take on it, but yeah, Tim Edwards. Honestly, no idea if Tim is going or not. Aurelian probably going.
I think he is.
Aurelian or Tim? Oh, okay.
Tim, I meant Tim.
Got it.
But Aurelian played Birmingham, so
Oh,
I
no.
guess.
I just saw what Bruno put in the chat. Like, that means we're getting 2 NAICs in Reg I. No! No!
Unfortunate.
I would scream.
Um,
I would scream.
I know that Brian Collins might not go because of his scam from his airline.
Right. Yeah, with the Toronto flights and stuff.
Yes.
Let's see who else here. There's actually a lot of names that I don't 100% recognize doing well here, so that's also pretty cool.
Davide Fazio is like a GC champ from this season. The first player with like the Ursa Blood Moon stuff in Reg H, or like one of the first.
Sure.
I think he is going. Urian is going, as far as I know.
Lele down there. All right, and let's go to the most recent one. So,
also,
Wolf...
Awash. Have you seen Awash played the VR tournament? So maybe we will see an Awash.
He was in the Victory Road?
Yeah, right?
He finished top 4.
Dude, I just honestly completely spaced. We didn't even talk about the Thunderous team, but yeah, that's a Rush. What the heck? I actually just completely spaced.
Maybe Awash plays EUIC.
That's no, I mean honestly, why I feel like he's definitely like practicing and getting ready for it, so that's cool. That is cool. Anyways, yeah. So lastly here, Teo team has been doing well lately. Be a good pick. Joe, we already talked about going. Gavin Michaels, I would not put my money on that guy. Wolf is.
Shohei.
We saw Wolf is in the already submitted team list, so probably a good pick, huh?
And we did see Dill do pretty well at Birmingham as well. Or Dill's team did pretty well.
I mean, Dill themselves did also well. I think top 32 or top 64. I think 9-3 record for sure. But like top 64.
Suika right here, good pick. Chichit, a good pick. Zine, honestly, also a really good pick right now. I forgot. Like, man, there's a lot of like really good picks right now. Crazy. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, I forgot to put Gavin in here. And so for that, Gavin, I'll give you first pick. Who do you want?
Give me Marco Fiera.
Marco. Yeah. All right.
He will pull up with fake TS Flutter main.
I actually, you know what? Marco, very, very accomplished player. I don't think we saw his name very much going through. Has he not had a very strong EUIC before?
No.
His best EUIC, he said, was top 32. He has not made top 16 once in an EUIC.
Yeah, I'm like, there's plenty of motivation there. Like,
absolutely,
he can build something sick. It feels like a cracked offense team could break the format. Why not?
No, I mean, I think that the motivation being there is a great reason because, you know, he's done so well at a number of tournaments besides specifically this one. So, yeah, Max, you and MDV have your like tied together wins. So you're picking MDV. I like it. MDV, who are you picking though?
So, you know, last time I remember before Frankfurt, I wanted to pick that guy, but I couldn't because I wanted to keep it a surprise. But now it's not a surprise, so I would pick Shohei Kimura.
All right, yeah, pretty good pick there.
I mean, can you imagine being Shohei and being like, I'm gonna play these next couple of VR tours to pick my team. And you roll it up with one, and you win the tour, and you're like, all right, this feels pretty good, but I'm going to try the second one anyways. You win the second VR, you're like, well, what do I do? What do you do now? What do you do when you win 2 different tournaments with 2 different teams? And you got the tournament coming up in a week.
That too, Audie. Like, just also like it was probably like a decent amount of it was to get practice. Like, of course, everybody plays to win, but like these Victory Road tournaments are great sources of practice for the real events that we're going to go to. And when you play them to practice and win and also put your teams on the map, it's also like, what do I even do?
He will pull up with a third team, trust.
You're right? You pick a third team, as people are saying. Pick the counter for both of them. Oh, that's amazing.
All right.
Adi.
I will pick another relatively boring pick, but another one of the few players who has won multiple international championships. I'm gonna pick Wolf. I think he's. I'd be stupid not to pick Wolf for the biggest tournament of all time. I mean, that's just the tournament that he wins, and if anyone can crack this metagame, it's probably him. So I'm
For a
excited to see what he
second,
brings.
For a second,
Man,
I thought you mean either Yuma, who won multiple internets, or also Ashton, who also won multiple internets.
I'm mad because like my very basic 1 and 2 picks are gone. I was like, I'll take Wolf or Zine, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I was only hoping and praying that those could make it to me, but of course.
I had to.
So
I was gonna pick Zine, and that got picked, so I picked Wolf. I had the same thought process.
I actually have I've still got pretty good faith in the Ursaluna team, even if people are gunning for it. And so I will pick Juan Salerno if he is going. Which
He
I would
will
imagine.
go.
I feel like he's
know
probably
that.
going. Max, you're in the chat here. Maybe you can answer for me if Juan is going.
Nah,
If not, I will go for Suika. I'll go for Suika, but I'll take
But
a
based on
second.
his tweets
Wanfi?
and
All right.
based on, yeah,
All right.
he's one on.
Give me Wanfi. He's I mean, he's just like been on a very strong run this season, especially. So,
Did you say Barry?
I did not. I should have. Um,
Right.
I don't know what this chat message is about Wolf trying to say. Like, is it about Wolf or about somebody else? I don't actually know. Anyways, yeah. Okay, that's it for the smart money then, and I think that will. I mean, we're here a little bit early, so we might as well do a Calcas right and do some Reggie Ice Calcs and stuff.
I've got a funny one.
All right, yeah, if you want to start us
I'm
out,
a
Gavin.
pro in this. I always struggled, but now I'm a pro. I'm a changed man.
I'm gonna use some normal Pokemon, right? Everyone knows
Sure.
Fluttermane. Everyone knows Regidrago.
Right.
But do you know a thing we used to see in older formats that we haven't recently? Soak. So I'm wondering, how much does Regidrago Dragon Energy do to a soaked Fluttermane?
So basically just a terrestrialized Fluttermane. That one.
Sure. Give us a little more specifics on the spreads. Is it just max modest Drago? What item?
We're gonna go with regular Life Orb modest Regidrago.
Sure.
And we're gonna be going with what's a realistic Fluttermane? Like 188 HP for special defense Fluttermane, something like that.
That does not sound realistic at all.
That sounds completely fake. I agree, 100%.
Nobody
would ever run that.
It's good enough. Okay. And so we're saying Life Orb, Dragon Energy for Regidrago. It's
spread
just Fluttermane that's 188 for.
Yep.
It's just a spread move still? Okay.
Spread move still, yep.
Okay, that's
I got a number.
I know my number.
Earth power does. I have to multiply.
Just multiply Earth power. You got this, MDV. Gavin, pick whoever you want to start.
I gotta go with MDV.
I would say a good 93.
Okay. Alex?
I'm gonna go for 80 flat. I don't know. Flutter's like very specially tanky. We'll see.
I know the Indeedee calc.
I'm in the same range. I think it just barely misses out on the kill. I'm gonna say 96.
96. All
right. So, Michael, all right.
Let's see.
All right.
Modest, Life Orb, Fluttermane, Bulky Speed Booster has 212 close-ish, 188.
Just
Terra Water. Dude, where's the soak button? Obviously, I could just change its type. Oh, it's a 6% chance to kill.
He did not specify if the drink energy was full life.
So true. I assumed it was a weaker base power one. Then it got chipped by Icy Wind. Oh.
Unfortunate. 6% chance to KO. Damn.
Yeah, you could still get KO'd and cry that you got unlucky. Does anybody else have one ready to go?
No.
All right, I'll take a Regice one. I'll do an easy Regice one. So I'm just gonna say max HP Assault Vest Regice, and how much is it taking from Specs? Make it rain from a Golden Go. No Terra or anything on that. We'll just go 252 HP on the Reggie and max Special Attack Modest. We're gonna go really strong on this guy. Max Special Attack Modest on the Specs Golden Go. How much does that make it rain? Still spread move, of course.
I think I got a number.
All right.
I got a number.
I don't. I mean, you can pick. I do have.
No. I don't want to. I don't want them to influence your numbers. You can take a second.
Wait, I will write it down.
Wait, you're good. I trust you not to cheat then. Adi.
Yeah, I have one.
I also once again think this is barely going to miss a knockout, but that's all. That's a Golden Go that hits really, really hard. Specs, max special attack, modest. I think it's going to do 92%.
What?
Gavin?
I feel like the only reason like you'd run AV Regice is if you can get this calc. So I'm gonna go 59%. Where like basically like it can eat one and then a -1/1. So 59%.
Yeah, they might have needed like a specific EV spread for that we aren't including here. So because we are just doing max HP, but
no special defense investment.
I'm 4 is I guess is what I'm gonna give it because like I don't know. That's
okay. That changes my mind. Then that's probably more like 68. I was assuming up there.
Okay.
Right. No, it very likely has it, but I just honestly, for simplicity's sake, I'm not gonna guess what the bulk is on it. So, anyways, Michael.
I was so shocked when Adi came up with such a high number because I was at 65.
We're gonna have to lay our cards down in a second here, Michael. We're gonna find out the real truth of it. But tell us what you got.
65.
Oh, you said 65. Sorry, I thought. Oh,
yeah.
You have 65.
Yeah.
And then Gavin, what was yours again? Remind me while I type it in.
I changed it to 68 once we said what we were doing.
Yeah. So I'm going for, I guess, close-ish to the calc default. Calc default defaults to 4 in speed because that's very important. So you don't speed tie Ursaluna. And so I guess I don't know, but all right. Golden Go, choice specs, Terra Steel, sure, that's got everything. All right, perfect. Oh my,
jeez,
no,
insane,
no way. Gavin, what was your original? I think you would have missed on your original, didn't you?
My initial one was 59% because I was like, it's got to be for this calc. Oh my god. Okay, I'm mad.
And you would have still been wrong technically. That's tough. Jesus.
Crazy.
I'm glad I like had more faith in Regice than.
No, I'm a little sad now because I was lower, but when I didn't trust myself.
Dude,
I sabotaged everyone's guesses. This is great.
Yeah, I didn't change my guess after yours, but I was still like insanely shook when you said.
So it just takes two.
You deserve it for changing your answer after.
I did not change it.
My answer. He said he did.
I said what I didn't, but like.
How do you said you were ready?
I still cannot believe it.
I got one. Yeah. Okay. Well, we also saw a Stellar Terrablast Zoroark, Life Orb Zoroark, win a regional. So I want to know how much you think that is going to do. So we're going to say max speed, timid, Life Orb, Terrablast, Stellar Terra Zoroark into a Terra Fairy Assault Fest Raging Bolt. We'll say it has 244 HP for Spadef. Terra, sure. How much is it doing?
How strong is Terra Blast? Is it 100 base power?
You gotta remember that. Mont said he did the Specs Chiyu overheat calc into AV Regice. Well, wait, does it just live that shit? That's amazing. Actually, I still have it up here. I'm just gonna do that one as a quick distraction.
Wait, what's the Raging Bolt spread? It's AV makes HP for Spadef?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a number.
It has a chance to live. If I make it timid, it's a good chance to live. Wow. You can run Spadef and just live that shit. Oh my god. That's
right.
that's super effective from you. All right, anyways, yeah, give me like 2 seconds because I've been distracted. I need to think of a number, but
I think
I'll go with. I got my number.
All right, Alex, you can go first.
I mean, Raging Bolt's still like thick as heck, right? You said Assault Vest guy, so like I'm giving it 60. Like I don't know.
Okay,
maybe that's way low, but
what?
All right, Michael, what do you think it is?
I have 85. Like
Sure.
this is not. That's wild.
Honestly, wait,
I
can
had
we
s-
share a roll? We probably can't share a roll, huh? Probably not.
No.
I had
Uh,
75, so like
75, right in the middle. Okay.
Because
All
like
right.
I was like, isn't Landorus gonna be like 30% stronger?
Yeah, I also thought about like Landorus Cucks, Earth Power most times barely misses with KO. So I feel like
Against
Terra's still
252-4, I think it kills most of the time, right?
Technically 244. Terra Blast has not been terra'd yet. Everything else is right? So
You gotta tear the bolts as
both
well.
have to tell.
Oh shit.
What?
Wow!
Nah.
Wow!
No,
Everybody
no.
wanted to go back to
No.
Alex.
This-
Wow!
This has to be fake. No.
What's funny,
Wait, what?
Michael, is that you were absolutely right about the 100 base power thing, and it's still like
Wait, what? No. There's some multiplier missing for
right.
sure.
I mean,
Like,
I'm feeling that.
you have to put another life orb on this. I think this guy sucks. What? Whoa.
Dude, I was sitting there thinking, like, what if you play against like a Calm Mind Raging Bolt, right? Like, is your Terra Blast really going to beat it once it's set up? Even against one boost, does not do
So,
enough.
That's the funny thing about this, Audie. So we were talking about this with the last
Without
count,
a boost, it doesn't
the
do enough.
Regice make it rain situation. Like it lives too because the special attack drops. That also happens here with Terra's Stellar Terra Blast. One of the weirder mechanics of it is that it drops your attack and special attack afterwards. I guess they were worried about it being too broken and spammable. So yeah, this after one is going to be at -1, and it's going to be like a roll to kill, maybe in your favor. But like I don't know. That's kind of sad. Oh, maybe my give me 1 second here, guys, because it seems like everybody in Discord froze. Let me see that you guys can still hear me. Yeah, it seems like it's just Discord. So not on their end. Let's give me 1 second. Something in the chat, maybe. Yeah, everyone froze. Can you hear me?
Everyone froze.
Okay, I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
Wait, so
was that
did
a
everybody freeze or
Discord
just me?
Everyone froze.
I think everyone froze.
Oh, okay.
I love Discord.
No, I know. Yeah, and everybody can still hear me on the stream end, but we're back. It wasn't too long, so we're chilling. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring us right back. This calc broke everything.
It makes sense now because my number is way too high because I basically said that without the Assault Vest that it would do 130%, which makes no sense now that I think about
Sure.
it. But I,
Michael, what is your calc? I think you haven't presented a calc yet, right?
I have not. But we are all bear lovers, right? We need to know our bear matchup, right? So I also thought about a Regice calc, funnily enough. And we are running Snowscape on our tornadoes for a reason.
Yes.
So I want you to tell me how much a max attack facade does. Burnt, obviously, guts and everything. With Terra Normal. Against Regice, max HP in the snow.
How much defense investment?
Just max HP, 0 defense.
Okay.
Terra Normal. Jeez. Okay.
That's not legal.
I got a number.
Wait, you said it's Terra Normal on the Guts Bear for the facade? Okay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, that is a little messed up.
I got a number, but I don't like it.
Okay,
I got a number
I'm ready
too.
as well. What's funny is like it does seem like Michael is frozen now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting real Michael's Frozen vibes.
Frozen by the Regice.
What do we?
I mean, let's Adi, if you could let him know in the chat, and then I guess we could continue to do it just because we all have our numbers without him, unfortunately.
Okay. I was thinking 60.
You got 60? Adi, what do you have?
That's 60 is also crazy. Maybe it's super divisive. I thought it would do about 60 pre-Terra, and then post-Terra it would do 90. Because Terra normal is big.
Yeah, I was at 100 flat in that I think that Regice doesn't have it in him to take it after the Terra part of it. And so I thought it might be like a roll to kill or something, but
Okay.
Let me see.
I mean, one way to do that.
Wait, so MDB can hear us, but we just can't hear him. No.
So he can judge us.
Honestly,
but we can't hear him going, that number is way.
Hold on, Gavin just cut out there too. I think I'm gonna restart the call. I know we're like literally 5 minutes before the end here, but just to wrap it up, I'm gonna restart the call. Let's do that because it seems like there might be a couple of issues. All right, sorry guys. I don't know why the issues happened right here at the end, but all right. Starting a brand new call. All right. I guess if I pop it, yeah, should be back, and hopefully
We're so back.
We are so back here for the end.
We're so
okay, I'll start plugging in this calc. So Regice.
What did I heard Gavin say 60? What did Adi say?
I have
What
100.
You say?
I said 90.
Okay, I would say it would. Okay, that's interesting.
Normal.
I would have guessed OKO as well.
Terra,
like with Terra normal.
And yeah, looks like I kind of nailed it. Honestly, almost whiffed it on the low side. Is insane to say.
Okay.
But
yo.
Yeah, I didn't know what Regice was rocking on the defensive side. I figured it was like middle-ish, because I think most of the Regis are decent.
What 100 is decent, I would say.
Yeah,
like
100%.
80, 100, 200 is not bad.
Definitely tanky.
But yeah. But I see with Facade Calc, I mean, it's Terra Normal. And then I see with Specs Blizzard Calc, which also, it's Terra Normal, but it's sad that Blizzard does not guaranteed OKO also with Specs.
Yeah, yeah.
Without Terra Normal.
But don't worry, we're gonna Terra Ice this guy or something. So I can't even find Terra Ice. It's such an uncommon one. There we go. Boom. All right. And so that's gonna be it for this week. So yeah, for people like I forgot to mention it during the smart money section, but you have one last opportunity. I think a lot of people did throw up guesses already, but make sure to leave your smart money guesses in the chat so that we can see who ultimately got it right next week after a new EUIC champion is crowned. We'll be definitely talking about that one next week. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we'll be talking with some of these people again, because 3 of these people in the call are going. I guess I'll probably talk to Adi again either way. So
my team is
Adi, you just locked up your spot on the podcast next week. Congratulations.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I prepped so hard for this.
We'll have you back. We'll have you back.
I'm running a Pokemon with less than 0.1% usage.
Oh, we're doing the Justin Knox? Okay, okay.
Yeah. So if I lose, I can blame it on that. And if I win, I'm cool, you know?
Yes,
like
of course. Honestly, pre-game excuses are a bit of a, or pre-tournament in this case, excuses are a bit of an OP strategy that should be nerfed or banned, because it's just the classic, like, oh, I was sick, I was destined to do poorly, or I did well while sick, I'm the GOAT! I love it.
Right.
The other one that I also really love is, if you guys have seen the, like, do I deserve a treat graph, whatever, it's just like oh, the tournament went really badly, I'm gonna go out and get a treat tonight, or oh, the tournament went really well, I deserve to go out and get a treat tonight. You have to fall like really like in the middle to not be in the like treat zone. I always fall in the treat zone.
Like a 5-3. The 5-3 is like the no treat zone.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really know.
You got to treat yourself no matter what. You just played 9 hours of Pokemon. You got to treat yourself a little bit.
I a little bit, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, you're having I think everybody should be treating themselves this weekend because you're, ultimately, if you're at EYC, you're gonna be hanging out with friends and stuff. Have a good time this weekend. Everybody going. Huge tournament, so exciting. Honestly, that's like the main thing that like I'm having FOMO for. Is it's just so awesome when tournaments are breaking number records and stuff like that because it is just the prestige of this tournament is so exciting.
I would rather cast and watch it instead of playing it.
I mean, it's going to be an amazing watching experience, Michael. Trust me, as I am at home. Anyways, thank you both for being on, Michael and Gavin. I think we reached out to you guys both a little bit last minute, so I appreciate you working this into your schedules.
It's just 4 a.m. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I gotta go get dinner.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, if you guys are watching this now and you didn't catch the beginning, it's going to be on Adi's YouTube channel tomorrow. !YT in the chat. And otherwise, we'll be back next week for recapping the tournament and stuff. So otherwise, have fun watching the is this USPA, Adi?
This is USPA, yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, go check out some high-level sets over there, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, peeps.